The first clerk is expected to give ballot papers for the president and member of National Assembly. The second clerk will give the voter the MCA ballot paper, and then he'll give the senator ballot paper. If you can see, the ballot papers are different in colors. Those colors also match the ballot boxes lids, as you are going to see when we focus on the ballot boxes. Then the third clerk will give the ballot paper of women, national member of parliament, and the governor. And then the voter will then proceed. One important thing is that the ballot papers should be stamped, and then he proceed to the booth. It is supposed to be a secret ballot. At the booth, the voter will mark at only one box, tick at the box at the right hand corner, and he tick all the 6 ballot papers. And when he is ticking, the other thing that is important to note is that in a polling station there are different type of people who come. Some people have disability, others are mothers who are nursing mothers, and others, and we give priority accordingly. And then the voter proceeds to cast the ballot paper. He will start with the president. You can see he's matching the white. You look at the color of the ballot paper and against the lid of the ballot box. Then you cast accordingly. One thing is that if you cast the ballot paper in the long ballot box, your vote will not count because it will be treated as a stray ballot. That will be a wasted vote. So it is very important that the voter cast the ballot paper in the right ballot box. Finally, the voter has finished voting, and the last stage of voting is when he comes back and picks his document from the last clerk, and then he's marked to ensure that he doesn't come back to the polling station for voting. So we are going to mark the voter at the left hand side, the small figure of the left hand side, and then you mark her, then she leaves the station. In case of like this voter who has cutex, very beautiful cutex on her nails, we may not want to spoil your nails. So what we'll do, we'll look for an alternative place to mark, and we are going to mark between here, in between the fingers, so that that voter is identified, is confirmed that he has actually voted. In case he happened to come back to the polling station to start and wanting to vote twice, he will not be identified. The machine will not agree to identify this voter. Because you have already recorded the serial numbers, and the agents have been there. What cannot happen? Every other time the presiding officer on this side and the clerk inside the room, their eyes are on the other side, and then the strategic electoral opening there. So at no point are the materials in the presence of the agent. And then you are also recording everything about the serial numbers, and then you come, you close your aperture. After you close your aperture, then you proceed for a 15-minute break.
All right, skip me through now to the point where you start vote counting. How does that happen?
Now, when you come back from the 15-minute break, seals, the first thing and you have confirmed with the polling station diary that they are actually the seals that you put in the morning. So when you cut all the seals. This one is already. Then you open your box. The the ballot papers are inside here. Now they are votes. You pour all the content of your ballot box.
And this is being done in the presence of how many party agents?
Party agents, we accredit party agents. One, they are accredited. It is very important to note that not every person.
How many are there? Is it 2 per party?
No, 1 per party.
1 per party.
1 per party.
Okay.
And in case of independent candidates, 1 per independent candidate. So once you do that, they are witnessing what you are doing, and then you pour all your ballot papers.
Now, you will be displaying these papers for everyone to see, and there are different types of papers that you're likely to come across.
The person who is coordinating all that is the presiding
officer. And by not marked correctly, what do you mean by that? Is it being marked outside the box?
It can be marked twice. Somebody put an X and also a right. Okay. Somebody can also put a signature or a name. Somebody can actually which mark across 3 with the majority. 3 the one that has been marked correctly for the right person, not being clear who is marked for a particular person. Who is the other one we are likely to see is the stray ballot paper, and that's why when we were discussing, we said the stray ballot is a risky one because it's well marked but put in the wrong box. You see a ballot paper that is not marked correctly, and then that one you reject as the presiding officer. And once it's rejected by the presiding officer, there can be somebody who raises a voice and say, even if you are rejecting this particular ballot paper, I am objecting to that rejection. So you are going to there will be a ballot paper called rejected, objected to, because you have rejected, but somebody has objected to it.
Right.
The other one is that there shall be ballot papers that are disputed. For instance, if you mark, and I want to demonstrate this, if somebody come and mark from here and move the tick and then it closes a bit on the other side, this particular person will say, the agent of this particular person will say, this vote belongs to my candidate. And this other one will say, it belongs to my candidate because it has closed also on the other side. This one, in most cases, it can become a disputed vote. Once it becomes a disputed vote, it means that the PO has to make a decision finally where this vote belong to.
All right, let me hold you